When the freeze-dried breast milk is totally ready, it will look dry and feel crunchy and powdery even where the milk is thickest. If any spots are still wet, it will feel cold or sticky, in which case I would put it in for a few more hours. This particular batch took me about 40 hours to fully dry. I prepare the space with everything I'll need. One tray at a time, I scrape the dried milk into a bowl where I can record its final weight. Taking the post-freeze-dried weight will be important in order to help us determine the powder-to-water reconstitution ratio that this tray of milk will need. Side note, not every tray will have the same ratio because the content of breast milk constantly evolves according to mom's diet and baby's needs, so they need to be calculated individually. This is also a good time to break the milk into powder. With gloves on, I like to use my hands to break the powder down so that I can also feel for any possible wetness or icy chunks that I might have missed. It also just feels really satisfying. Now I can use a funnel and scoop the powder into Mylar bags. Not all Mylar bags are created equally, so it's good to do some research to be sure that you are happy with the quality of your bag. I used a quart-sized bag, but you can opt for a bigger or smaller size depending on how quickly you plan to go through the milk once it's opened, whether or not you plan to use it for travel, etc. When all the bags are filled, I drop an oxygen absorber inside to keep the powder fresh and dry. Time to seal them up. I like to manually remove as much air as I can before heat sealing each Mylar bag. The oxygen absorber plus the heat sealer is what will give the breast milk its 3 to 5 year shelf life. Now I can finish labeling each bag. For example, I like to write the batch number, dates it was pumped and freeze-dried, the reconstitution ratio that my nifty Excel spreadsheet calculates for me. Thank you to my husband for helping me set that up. And any other notes I want on there, like that this batch is gluten-free. And there you have it, shelf-stable freeze-dried breast milk. When reconstituted, this particular batch will reproduce nearly 120 ounces of milk or 26-ounce bottles. It really is pretty amazing.